I wanted to talk a little bit today about tefillah in general, right? Because this holy place, this is called the Beit Tefillah. What is tefillah, essentially? Tefillah is the power to change nature. Like, for example, a person is sick. With our prayers, we have the power, actually, to heal an individual, to change nature. The power of tefillah is so strong that if someone is literally dead, it is possible. With the power of the words of Tehillim, you can resurrect the dead. This is really the beginning of our nation in general, right? Abraham and Sarah were told that by nature, they don't have the ability to bring children into the world. And God says to him, go out of your astrology, go out of your calculations, go out of your understanding of nature. I am telling you, you can rise above that, and you can reach this place where your prayers can rise above nature and bring miracles into the world. Now, Abraham, he embraces this. He passes this wisdom on to Yitzchak Avinu. We're also told Rivka cannot have children based on nature. And Yitzchak goes out and he prays for Rivka, and she's able to have children. To be Jewish, to have this heritage from Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, it is a heritage of the ability to take part, to, so to speak, be partners in creation, and to actually change the course of reality, to change nature, to supersede the system. Now, this doesn't mean that God doesn't listen to everybody's prayers. He does. And this was God's vision for mankind in general. But through our free choice, it became very specific to the Jewish people. So we are essentially, we're partners in creation. And God is creating the world constantly. And the faculty that allows us to take part in creation is speech, right? We all have heard abracadabra, but many people don't know this comes from two Aramaic words, which means avra, I will create, kedabra, with my speech, right? We have the ability with speech to create, to be co-creators with Hashem, to change reality. This brings me to another concept that we say in Chazal, Bishvili nivra olam. A person needs to say that the world was created for me. However, Rabbi Nachman puts a twist on this. He says, Bishvili nivra haolam litaken. What does it mean the world was created for me? I have a responsibility to fix the world. So if I see something wrong in the world, it is my responsibility to fix it. So you might say, yeah, but what control do I have over another person's actions or another nation's actions? But the concept of Bishvili nivra olam essentially says that, no, you with your power of speech, with your power of tefillah, you do have an ability to fix the world. This is a responsibility on Am Yisrael. This week's parsha that we just read, so Yosef is in jail, okay? And he's already interpreted the dreams of the wine steward and the guy in charge of the bread. And he says to the wine steward when he gets out, he says, do me a favor, talk to Paro, put in a good word for me. He's like, I don't belong here. I was stolen from my land. Rashi says over there, because he asked help from the wine steward, he didn't depend on Hashem, and he didn't rely only on Hashem, but he tried to work through the means of nature and influence, he got another 2 years of prison. Now that's an astounding thing, because we know as soon as he gets out, Yosef's actions essentially change the history of mankind in general. And God put that whole process, 7 years of plenty, then famine, he put that whole thing on hold, right? Because he wanted Yosef to understand, you cannot rely on anybody. Do not rely on people, do not rely on yourself, rely only on me.